Welcome back everyone, and welcome to a stream of the mighty quest for epic loot. I've been wanting to talk about this one for a while now. Once more with crappy audio, unfortunately haven't been able to get that fixed yet, but hopefully shortly. So, mighty quest for epic loot. It's from Ubisoft. It's a browser game in the making, free to play. And why I want to talk about it for a while now is it is a kind of a neat system where you get this castle that you can customize to your liking, and then with your character, with your hero right here, you can go attack other castles to your liking and loot them. Apparently my castle has been raided 14 times. Is that correct? I've just started playing it, so I'm not entirely certain. Where I can view that, but oh, nope. But this upper part apparently shows me that it's been attacked quite a few times. So as you can see, I have a little trap here, some goats. And why don't we go ahead and add just a few more monsters. We'll just add very simple little characters, these derpy guys. So, as we're doing this, you can see my defense rating going up. And I also apparently need to stay out of their circle because they're already a maximum amount. So we'll just have that for the moment. Here's what essentially is my last bastion of hope until they reach my castle here. Oh, accidentally took the guy down. There we go, let's put him back. So that's how you put monsters into your castle. You can also move around the castle, but that's a little less obvious since I only have 3 rooms I can take into account right now. But I'm hoping that will change rather quickly, and I can also attack. Oh, I always forget. Nope, that's not it. There we go, my inventory. Here we can see what my hero has equipped. You'll find these as you drop items in your ransacking quests. So let's go take on a castle. Right now I'm at level 5 and I need to take out this big guy here, but he's proven to be a little difficult, so maybe going to try and fight something else. Unfortunately, oh, there we go. There's a new level 5 castle. 2 traps, high defense rating. So now we're in attack mode with our hero, and we go into another castle which is randomly set up with monsters. And what skills that I can use. There we go. That will be one of the items that you receive. You'll only be able to equip them later on. So right now attacks stun, which is pretty important to do. Not necessarily with these ones, but the main tricky thing here is the auto attack. It's the only real thing that doesn't work exactly like there. I also regained some health from killing that one dog. Oh, that rammed me. I'm going to try and regroup these guys. Otherwise I'm taking too much damage. So I have to circumvent this trap here. Meanwhile, watch out for my health load. As I keep using the first skill, smite, cleave. I'd show you in greater detail, but unfortunately my ranking is also timed, so if I don't clear the castle in time, I won't be able to receive the treasure for it. And I don't think I will, because I'm already maybe if I hurry up. Ooh, no, definitely. So there, the thing that explodes to the left side, a trap. And we didn't make it in time, so we won't receive our full advantage for winning the castle quickly. But if I can just survive that and take an extra potion, I'll already be quite happy. Since potions cost me, there, we got another health drop, pretty cool. Oh no, oh, there we go. There, we got stunned. Since time is no longer a factor, we'll just wait it out. So, cleave does area effect, damage, swipe, and this one stuns opponent. So if I there we go. I'm gonna take the big guy first. I don't think it really matters that much. We should have one more room. There we go. One more big push. Do a little kiting here. And I grew in level. Regain my health, etc. That will allow us to complete this dungeon easily. Unfortunately, not in time. So, as we kick in the door to go loot the place, unfortunately when we arrive, damn, we're blocked off from the goods. But we do receive money and a bunch of experience. You can also rate the castle. Do not be a dick and rate it low because you either got to it too low, too late, or etc. Just give people a nice rating. It doesn't really matter, and you'll only make people happier through it. So just give people a good rating by default. Purchase a minor health potion at the shop. Alrighty. So, here's the shop. We can do a whole bunch of things. We can improve our castles with the creatures we saw, but also traps, extra rooms, but we can't do that since we only have 3 rooms. You can also buy gems, which is a free-to-play aspect. They would get you to buy in. Oh! We also have a better weapon. Although it is considerably slower and I enjoy being fast. Bigger armor, better gloves. So once you've outgrown the need for several items, you can sell them for cash. For instance, this is for the archer. You can either pick a warrior or an archer. I have a warrior, so those items are useless to me. Now, as to our quest, we'll need to go to the hero tab, and as you can see, we can buy armor, weapons, etc, etc. More heroes? Oh, there we go. That's cool, I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to start over from scratch. That's actually something I'd really like to do. We'll, might do that later on. For now, let's just stick to this clause and see what that has to offer. So, buy a small health potion, costs 65 gold, I have 1000 and blah blah blah. Right now. So, one gets added to my counter, and I receive 300 gold just for buying a little health potion. So now that we're level 6, we might try the count. Oh, it disappeared somewhere. That's strange. Well, maybe we can add a few defenses back to our castle. We can either do this with the currency you have to pay for, or with gold. I'll choose gold. Unfortunately, see, you can't set traps near to each other, so for instance, to really have a good effect, you could place this glue trap here and you'd be slower for that one, but it doesn't work that way. We'll just do it like that. Maybe get a few more creatures. There, we've raised our castle to level 5. Purchase a trap, we just did that. Unfortunately, we'll have to do that again if we want to complete the objective. We might do that later on. It's, let's see here, what did that objective say we would receive for it? 45 HP. Very small, so we can do without that for now. I'm really hoping we can soon upgrade to another room. A room or two would be nice. So, it's kind of unfortunate that I can't do this one again. He seems just completely gone away. So I guess instead, oh, there we go. That's strange, but bam. So we'll take on this castle. It's a pretty tricky one. At least I had some difficulties before. We'll try once more. Here there will be a lot of mobs. It'll be a lot of back and forth. You get a lot of time though. It's not as close as the previous thing you just saw. So yeah, you saw that, but with that regular attack I can also swipe down multiple monsters at a time. Always need to be. Oh, come on. I don't want to be doing this battle in a trap zone. So if I move too close here, there will be a trap. There we go. I can't get attached. I need to do a lot more kiting here because I'm getting trounced. Might be another one. Yep. Oh, more. Nice to outgrow that one as well. Oh. Unfortunately, the big swarm had my way. I'll have to try and clear as much as I can without getting hit. There's some help I can sorely use. Whoop. Try and get around their attacks. Alright, we didn't do all too bad in that one. Have to make sure we don't get chomped. Just the beginning. Alright, come over here. Let's go. Ooh, miss. Swing and a miss. There we go, so far our tactic is working fairly well. I always forget where the weather is there, but I know. Go. Enemies unfortunately do not get hit by traps. You think like, there's some nice tactic you can involve there. Getting a bit sloppy here. And that cost me quite a bunch. Oh, I definitely would have liked him to fall. what are you doing? Get out of here. Unfortunately, that's going to cost me again, and I think I won't be able to make it without the potion. Not that taking potions matters that much, it won't increase your rating, but since this is a free-to-play game and you pay for your potions, you'll want to keep that to a minimum. There we go, we're at the boss fight, so this big guy here is going to follow me with his army. His ridiculous big army. We're going to try and take away as much as we can. Kinda reminds me a little bit of Diablo moments. Diablo 2 moments. For instance, in Act 1 when you kill the first big boss, you have a lot of hiding and running away and being scared. Since their poison attack is really hard. Okay, so far not doing super bad. Oh. Definitely want some of that potion. Well, this is gonna take a while. It would go faster if I auto attack. Maybe it'll go faster if I swing. Took the full brunt of that one. Well, I don't think I'll make it within the allotted time. That's a shame. I would like to see if I can get some special treasure out of this one. But, there's a lot of health. Well, too bad. We'll just have to steady as she goes. Oh, you can't hang it. Weird. Calm down. Okay, we'll definitely go quicker if I didn't miss. Some more ways to go. watch out that I don't die in the nick of time. But since we are recording, I am expecting to do so. So we'll have to wait for him to blow his massive thing. Oh, there we go. Of course, like I said. So we can start over, escape. We'll just escape. Unfortunately, you do not get your potions back. That was a bit unfortunate. So we'll have to waste a lot of money on new potions. And try again. Might as well go for another castle first. Let's see, how am I doing on experience? To next level, I need 2,000 and a bit. We'll just try once more. Hopefully get around that beast's massive health by then. Slowly move towards these. There. Oh. Let's go. Hit him. Well, I'll gladly take some health back. Good chomp. Items I got previous time and drop them as I die. So any specials, etc., I will not own anymore. It's kind of a shame, but that's the risk. Boom! No! Oh, what are you doing? I think I just messed up my entire run with that. Oh, we still have a lot of Sonic. Unfortunately, we also still have a lot of monsters. Oh. Maybe we'll just wait until they skip once. There we go. Get around them. One more large room. Just, that's, like I said, the only issue. It sometimes gets quite finicky, which in these instances is actually rather deadly. Okay. these periodic health drops. Oh, this time I think we will get our chance. There we go. Unfortunately we received better items previous time. That's a bit of a shame. Also, we're not on time again, though we were a little faster. We will not be able to get our coveted treasure. Come on, dude. Just get to the set. Oh. Oh, did I enter too quickly? What happened to you? Well, that's kind of a drag. Oh, do I need to do that? Apparently my guy's very happy. Well, that's supposed to give me my reward in XP and such, but it seems that my it's a little broken. That's a bit of a shame because I really could use that XP, but well, I don't know how we exit this. It seems that we can't. Too bad. At least we did defeat the main boss. That was pretty good. Maybe we'll come back later and see if we can do some more things. For now, I'll have to exit here since the game's kind of stuck. It is an alpha anyway, so I'll just end by saying that if you are planning to play this, if you've gone to the alpha, please do ensure that you receive proper permission from the publisher. In this case, it's Ubisoft, but I just mean in general. This NDA, non-disclosure agreement, usually they're pretty strict about that. I don't really enjoy it. So we did have to get our permissions first. If so, just make sure you do have permission before you stream anything, etc, etc. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I sure did. In gameplay terms, I really enjoyed the game. I think it's really simple. It's really simple done, but the execution is quite well with the way that you can customize your own castle, make your own little traps and enemies, place them very neatly. It's quite instant, as is the rating system. It's a simple cause effect, and there's a good amount of rewards that just naturally flows from playing instead of just having to pay for a lot of it. Ooh, we only got 1 star. That's pretty crappy. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope we'll see you again. Goodbye.